Assalamu alaikum, and we're back with another book review for you guys. This time we'll be reviewing by one of your suggested books, The Unlimited Power by Anthony Robbins. Now, Anthony Robbins is a 25-year-old successful male. When he was writing this book, he was 25 years of age, and he is one of the most famous self-taught and self-loving guru that has shown and shed light upon different teachings of life and how to succeed and excel in different tasks of life. Now, Anthony Robbins is a 25-year-old accomplished male who has gained financial stability, who lives in a big castle, as well as he has achieved all of his goals and successes that he had imagined and once also thought of in his teenage years, all just at the prime age of 25 years of age. Now, Anthony Robbins has written this book, The Unlimited Power, it being the piece of art of his work and being one of its most prized possessions, because it is still one of the most coveted and one of the most you can say known books of Anthony Robbins till this age, and it teaches a lot of things you about adaptability, about how to progress with life, about how to get your teachings and your successes in order, and how to learn from other people, especially. That is one of the main rules of the Unlimited Power. Now, about the book, we can say that उसमें एक मेन आपकी जो है phrase है, that is NLP, neuro linguistic programming, or you can say the power of modeling. Is the main cause of the Unlimited Power is the power of modeling, which Anthony Robbins learned from NLP. NLP, like I said, is known as neuro linguistic programming. Now, he found this sort of way of life and a way of teaching oneself through the own founders of NLP, that is John and Richard. Now, John and Richard went on their own journey to find out this sort of the power of modeling. That's why on the basis they have this sort of phrase of NLP. Now, in the book, we can see that the story lines up with John and Richard setting out to a new journey, finding different places and different worlds to go to, and meeting new people. In turn, to find out people who have generalized interest in growing their own self and improving their own self at one space. And in all of this process, they found one of the best people in the world, in that being said, the topmost therapists, psychiatrists, hypnotists, and many other people of their topmost professions, and in topmost of their you can say way of criteria. Now, John and Richard devised this situation that everyone in this life wants to change something about themselves. They want to change something in this world, or something in themselves. And now, John and Richard actually proclaim that something, when you see someone already achieving some of that, or already who have achieved that, why can't another human being do the same? Now, you can say that हम ये उसमें कह सकते हैं कि नहीं, those are different people and they have different abilities. हालांकि ऐसा नहीं है. Everyone has their own pace, it's true, but it's not something that no one can achieve. But now, the phrase that John and Richard actually developed was that everyone wants to change something in their lives. Now, how do you change something? People में से कि नहीं, ये इंसान तो मेरे से बिल्कुल अलग है, इसकी तो abilities ही इसके पास कोई और है, ये ज़्यादा achieve कर चुका है, ये ज़्यादा educated है, और he is more skilled. But that's not true. It's not really entirely impossible to attain those skills or attain those sort of expertise just by just looking at them. Even by looking at someone or how they work, you can learn a lot from them. That's why they say the first form of learning is through your eyesight. You look at someone, at what they do and the work that they do, and you get a brief idea of what they're going to do and what they can or they can be able to do. Now, John and Richard actually explained in this book that the main purpose of this, that if you can actually mimic or copy the ways of life and the ways of thinking that those people have, then you might be able to achieve that same goal, whether it be becoming a millionaire, whether it be losing 100 pounds or such, or whether it be anything else. Now, John and Richard actually went on this journey, and in all of that journey they attained new meanings and new senses that this is also a way to achieve your goals and successes. That is how actually Anthony followed their principle, and he has achieved so much in just a young span of his life. Now, the main purpose is that there is a teaching in it in which John and Richard also explain how to eradicate those negative emotions that don't let you do some stuff or achieve or stop you from achieving your goals or to reach your success that you are able to. And in also Anthony has also learned from this book, and by writing this book he has actually written all of his teachings that he has learned from John and Richard. Although John and Richard have explained all of this in their NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming, in details, and Anthony just wrote what he seemed fit, or how he rose to his success in such a young years of life. And that will be all for this book review. It's really worth a good read, and it will teach you many other teachings on how to achieve your goals and how to succeed in your life. That is it for today, and we'll be with you next week for another book review. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.